Like, I feel that humor is a very underutilized like skill set in business. Like, I love being with someone and just sharing real information, but making it kind of like funny and in that way.
I cannot believe you just said that. Literally yesterday, somebody that works at Vayner said to me, why don't you do more humor on your content? You're so funny, but none of your content really shows that. And the only time you even only your vlog shows it but even the editors why are they not editing more of that in?
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're right.
Yeah.
D-Rock, you're fired.
Yeah. But it's like I think it's an underutilized skill set because humor is a way of also like
taking tension out of the system.
Taking tension out. I use it to deliver frank information faster as opposed to skirting around issues.
Correct.
It's just a great tool.
It's funny. I just realized something. It's one of the reasons my Raz, like a lot of times one thing I've learned, actually I've learned it at Empathy, and to John and Nate's credit, as my partners, as my younger brothers, because I've been with them for a decade. It's funny, I use humor for that.
Yeah.
The bad version historically for me was razzing to get some of my own resentment or difficult out. Yeah. And fine, because people would like that better than just being completely called down, being like, you fucking suck.
Yeah.
But if you do it too much, the 37 little razzes versus one radical conversation is worse. And I genuinely learned that. Genuinely during, ironic, it's very meta, during Empathy Wines. This venture,
this project.
Nate and John did a very good job communicating to me of like, hey, because razzing is how I want to say it. It goes into being condescending and other places. When you know somebody super well, they can take it with love. And I won't razz, like it's funny. You can always tell how our relationship's building on how much Sanan literally today can walk out of here realizing we're closer than ever because of the way I'm razzing him on Babson. But I wouldn't do that to John yet, but I feel it's emerging. I gave him a compliment on hair, but I razzed Sanan.
It's going to go from compliment to something else.
But it's funny. It's funny. It actually, like if you're watching at home, it's like, oh, he likes John. He doesn't like that Sanan. It's actually the reverse. I actually like Sanan better than John. No, it's actually true.
So I'm curious about your opinion on something.
It's interesting.
I'm curious about your opinion.
More than me, bro. It's about to go. I'm like, I'm going to have to shave it soon. It's going to be amazing.
So there's like something that I feel is also interesting. Like we joked about this when I was coming in here, like I'm 5 feet tall. Someone said I looked younger than I look online.
Sanan, guys, you should have seen it.
He was like, you look
super
younger than you look
completely
online.
Missed
And I was
him
like,
I think it was a compliment, but it was super not. It was fucked up. I was like, damn, I got to talk to him about that.
So like apparently when you meet me in person, no matter how you're seeing me now, I look like a teenager and I'm 5 feet tall. Even though I am 31. So the thing is, in business, that's not always like the bestest, you know? Like for
it's
like
not
getting
the bestest when you're at the mercy of the old establishment.
Right.
It's the bestest when you're not.
Right. So humor though is actually my way of like disarming people with that too, where like someone is like, whoa, like this 5 foot tall like girl person is being like real serious with me about business right now, but she's making it funny. Like I don't know how to feel. Like I don't, you know, it's like you kind of can disarm someone's like preconceived, what their normal is.
I think it's funny. Yesterday I was in a meeting with a lot of leaders in a department, and the way I disarm people is actually by proving to them, even though I'm a CEO of 900 people, that I actually know what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
There's nothing more fun to me than going to a meeting where it's a group of senior people who don't interact with me every day, and they first of all, especially because of the GaryVee thing, they're not even sure if I even run this company.
Yeah.
And then when I roll in and I'm just talking and I slip in something that like, there's no way outside of being in that little crew that you would know that, and I say it, it blows their faces off. No, really, it's a really like, I love that. I agree with disarming or changing the tune in a room. And I do use humor to your point. And one of the other things I love, just to bring value of something that somebody may want to do, you will change a room very quickly when you're the most senior person in a company, when you prove to them that you're not confused. No different than when your parents, when you thought you were doing something they had no idea about, that they make a joke about it. This is when you're older, like late high school, college. They're like, like Stan. And you're like, fuck, how'd you know I've been hooking up with Stan? You know, like that kind of shit. Like, that's a very good move for executives, because what it does is, A, they feel great that you actually know what the hell's going on. B, they're like, oh, fuck, I might not be able to trick this person as much as like there's a lot of value going on. The same way with humor. It's like, okay, there's a, whether it's self-deprecation or humility, there's all these different little things going on in a room.
It's about finding your style, though. Like you know, people often ask me like whether I'm a very jokey person. Like I use physical comedy a lot. Like someone will
like trip your people.
No. Like people
I'm gonna trip Sanan when you watch.
No, like with myself. Like imagine someone.
Hold on. Remember tripping?
Yes.
I haven't thought about tripping and like. Remember people tripped each other in like 4th grade?
I love that. Yeah, but it's
John, right? Like, no, it's funny. Like.
Tripping.
People used to trip.
Shit,
yeah, you're. I mean, that makes a lot of sense.
Like, there's a lot of weird.
Wait, let's talk about pantsing. Who in this room, by show of hands, knows what pantsing is?
I mean, who doesn't?
Well, Saddam was in Turkey. So for anybody at home that doesn't, how old are you?
21.
Oh, I love that. No, he does.
Oh, okay,
which is
okay.
I asked him. I'm pumped that pantsing continues.
Yeah.
Because in this environment, I'm not sure. Like, there were girls in my high school that got pantsed in the middle of the hallway.
Yeah.
Like on some really politically incorrect shit.
Yeah. Pantsing was like alive and well for all of my middle school and high school. Or like, and then like, what did people call it when you do the books? You just like slap the books out someone's hands like an asshole.
We didn't have. Okay. But
I didn't do that.
Let me just set the stage as the old dog in the room. When I was in high school, the only thing guys could wear were boxers, like hardcore boxers. Like no other underwear was acceptable.
Oh, no,
not tighty whities, not like whatever boxer briefs. Thank you. Only thing acceptable was baggy boxers. The amount of my friends, thank God this never happened to me. The amount of my friends that got pantsed in the hallway.
Yeah.
And both shorts and boxers went because of the nature. Like I feel like modern day pantsing, because of briefs and like other things, was everybody who got pantsed got naked.
Yeah.
Not you see their underwear. Naked.
Oh my gosh. But
I feel like female pantsing didn't happen that way. You would see the underwear.
Yeah,
whereas
but unfortunately,
with dudes
girls
in
be wearing, like,
94
thongs and stuff.
was penises and balls. Naked. That's what's going. That's what high school. I love these kids are like. There's so much bullying and tension. I'm like, there was fucking pantsing in '94.
There was pantsing. Yes, but so for a second, back to physical comedy. Like someone will like walk into my office and be like, you know, I'm CEO, so like they'll like have like some big news that's like not great. Like they walk in, they're like blah blah blah, and then like I'll be on the phone.
Going out of business.
I shouldn't stand up because I'm on the thing, but they're like I'll be on the phone and I'll be like. And like fall down like as though the news killed me, like, and then just get up and be like, it's fine.
You're
like,
such a good leader.
Yeah.
No, really, I'm really proud of you. That's really
calms people.
Our job.
Me falling down dead strangely is calming to my team.
The number one thing that I believe I do for a living as the CEO of this company is eliminate fear of my employees. Mm-hmm. It is the number one thing I do.
Everyone's more productive when they're not fearful.
Correct.
Yes. Which
when
is
you're not thinking, you're doing.
He's he's also making you all super productive.
100%.
Yeah.
But in the best way. This is actually my macro. This is my macro thought of being a businessman.
Yeah.
My goal, one of my absolute top goals, is to redefine what a successful business person looks like.
Yeah.
Why can't you be kind?
Yeah.
Why can't you be empathetic?
Yeah.
Why can't you be such a good leader that you spend all your time like I love how like and I know I already know that you know what you were saying, but some people are like, oh, he uses eliminating fear to trick them to work harder. I'm like, are you a fucking idiot?
No, it's not a trick. It's authentic. It just is like a
what
real.
What are you talking about? But people do that. They're like looking for the angle.
Oh yeah.
Keep looking for the angle, dick.
No, don't. Yeah, I meant it authentically. Like it's basically the funny thing. It's like it reminds me just like weird
pantsing?
segue. No.
Just
it reminds
sure.
me of sustainability and packaging. Like in a weird segue where like basically when we design a supply chain efficiently, it's also greener. Like there's no macro trick
100%.
to it. People are like, how are you going to make it greener? It's like we're going to truck it less miles. We're going to do basic stuff. It's the same way that like it's the same thinking, which is there's no trick to it.
People are so lost.
Yeah.
Get louder.
Yeah.
Do me a favor.
Yeah.
If you can do anything for me.
Yeah.
Get louder.
Okay.
You have absolutely the right framework for what is needed in the business world.